Hey, what's going on, friends? And welcome to a progress video, an update video. So either you're brand new to the channel and you're just kind of curious about someone else's progress, and maybe you're kind of hunting through YouTube videos or the subreddit or something like that, and you happen to come across my channel and maybe the title kind of intrigued you of like the secrets to seeing results, or you happen to have been subscribed to my channel, or you've seen my other progress videos and you're thinking, wow, I haven't seen this guy in a good little while. And that would be true because it has been 11 months since I did a last update video. And the update video before that one was probably right about a year before then. So at my current trajectory, in about 2 years, you'll see me again, and then another 4 years or something like that, we'll start going on GTA 6 timing. So it's been a while since I've made an update video on my progress, and you're probably also thinking, okay, based on the title of this video and like the secrets or the how to make sure you get gains, and you see my face and you're like, I'm not so sure I should listen to you. And that would be fair, because I thought at this point, which I'll give you a bit of a timeline as far as my journey, I honestly thought at this point that I would be fully done with the progress, or the journey, I should say. I was fully done with it, and I thought I would just be moving on with my life and doing whatever. But here we are. I have progress, I got a mustache and all that sort of stuff. So if you wanted to go back into my old videos and see like day one and all that, you can, and you'll kind of see I have been making progress, but not as much as I thought I would be. So right now, as of recording this video, I am right about 3.5 years into my journey. I started on September 19th of 2021. That was when I started my journey, and I made a video, I think right before I started or right after, I forget, and have been kind of documenting my journey since. So here's a bit of a SparkNote version of what my journey has looked like and why I'm sort of making this video with the title that I am. In fairness, it's a little bit clickbaity, but you got to do what you got to do for views on YouTube. So the simple SparkNote version of this is started in 2021 in September, and much like any of you that maybe are early on in your journey or just starting, or maybe you're kind of in the spot of like, I want to start and I'm kind of looking at people's progress and stuff like that to see if like this is good, if I should or whatever. When you first start, you've got a lot of passion. You've got a lot of like, let's go, like, let's do this. Like you've got a lot of zeal. You have a whole lot of like time, attention, focus, and energy going towards this journey of Minoxidil, and hopefully that you're going to get your full beard. So you might have started with basically nothing like I did, or maybe you have some and it just stalemated and you're kind of like, I want, a full beard or something like that. So you start and you get really passionate about it and you're really excited about it. Then, depending on how you respond to it, give it a few months, maybe a year or so, and if you kind of don't quite see crazy results, it can start to get really discouraging, especially because if you watch on YouTube people's journeys and progresses, most of the time, the videos that make their way up to the search top or the top of the searches, and most of the time the videos that have the most views are the ones that are like, I opened the bottle of Minoxidil and before I got it on my face, I turned into Santa Claus. So you get kind of those like crazy hyper responder videos that make their way to the top, and those are the first ones that you see. Or on the subreddit, Minoxbeards, I think is what it's called. The posts that make it to the top and get shown the most are the ones that are like, oh, 2 months and I had nothing, and now basically have a full beard. In 2 months, I will be fully done with the progress. So you see a lot of hyper responders, and so it can get really discouraging. So for myself, that's kind of what happened. Right about a year in, which actually just last night, I was kind of sort of skimming through some of my old videos to remember like, what was I thinking? How was I processing this? And by about a year, I was like, I didn't really see as much results as I wanted to. I was seeing results, but I was not seeing them nearly as fast as I wanted to. So then it kind of was like, I would still apply, but it was much less like purposeful, much less like consistent, if you will. And so kind of applied that second year, and then really by year two, by the second actual like year, like anniversary or whatever you want to call it. Definitely was very inconsistent with my applying. And then the past year or so kind of was pretty inconsistent about it. And so now I'm at a spot where I'm much more consistent right now than I have been. I'm using foam, doing it definitely every evening for sure, but most of the time in the morning, like actually I was like, oh, I'm going to record a video today. I need to put it on this morning because I don't want to be a hypocrite. So applied some this morning, made sure I did that. And so kind of all of that to say is basically the big point of this video, and the big point of this sort of like the title of the video and all that sort of stuff is basically this, is I have found the majority of people that apply minoxidil and do this, it seems like the normal average person, it takes a few years to get quite a bit of results. The average person is not the hyper responder that you see with the posts, on Reddit and YouTube, and I don't know if there's Instagram pages that post about it or not, I'm not sure. But the majority of people, it takes them quite a bit of time. What I failed to see in that year two-ish area was that there was really one thing, there was one key, one secret, if you will, that was going to guarantee me results. It was just really one simple secret, and it's just the consistency. That's really it. So I was going through my old pictures because I have a little album. I don't know if you can see on my phone. Hopefully you can with how bright the lights are. I hide this album because it's really weird to have an album of just pictures of your face. And I titled it, I have a little picture called Minox Journey. I hope you can see that. I can't see the screen on my camera. So I was going through my pictures, and there was like a good chunk of time. There was a good chunk of time between August of 2022 and then about March of 2024 that I was very inconsistent, did not do much at all. And what I saw was in the pictures from 2022, when I had been really consistent, really good about it, I had a lot of progress. And I remember looking back on the progress I was making and thinking, I'm not making any progress. But now looking back on it, I'm like, why was I stupid? Like, of course I was making progress. Like, I can literally see how much, like in this picture, and I'll show this one, like I can literally see how much progress I'm making. And it was fascinating to look back on it, to think like, wow, at the moment I was thinking I'm not making progress, but it's like, if I look through the pictures of my journey, it's like, yeah, I was making a lot of progress, and I was making way more progress than I thought I was making. But because I didn't see it as fast as I wanted to, I just got kind of discouraged. And so been very inconsistent. But even now, the past year or so, I've been much more consistent about it. And I was looking through pictures last night, and I can even see, and I'll try to pull up some pictures that do a really good job representing this. But even I was like, man, even just a few months of mostly consistent usage, I saw improvement. And so now I'm kind of in this stage where it's like this really big full circle moment for me. And I hope this kind of helps you in your whole journey is it's just about the consistency. I promise you, if you're staying consistent with it and you keep applying, you keep doing in the morning, keep doing in the evening, and sure, you might have your derma roll, you might have like a few other supplemental things that you're doing, but if you keep doing the process and you keep at it and you stay consistent about it, you'll see way better results than you probably think you're going to see. I think for the most part, most of us, it takes quite a while for us to see results. I'm one of those people where I would say, realistically, as much as people say I'm a slow responder, I think I'm much more of an average responder. Maybe a little bit on the slower end for sure, but I'm much more of an average responder. And I've just found in my journey that the more I'm consistent with it, the more I see results. And I know it sounds really like, well, yeah, duh, of course. But when you're in the middle of it and you're looking in the mirror every single day, trying to see your progress, and maybe you're taking pictures of your progress, it can feel like I'm not making much progress. But I promise, if you stay consistent, you will see way more results than you think you will see if you stay inconsistent, which is kind of a duh statement. but it's just easy to forget about that. And I think just in broadly in life in general, with most everything, the secret ingredient to most everything that you want to find success in is just consistency. And it's not, the exciting like billboard answer or the sexy answer, but truthfully, it's just consistency. Consistency is what wins the game. The tortoise and the hare, that old story. It's the slow and steady wins the race. It's not the quick and fast. And so really, it's just basically my encouragement to see my progress and to see kind of how I've thought through this and how long it's taken me to go through this journey. Just stay consistent. Just stay consistent. Take pictures on your phone of your progress as best as you can. You probably already are, but if you aren't, I would suggest take pictures if you can. And you'll find that over time, you made way more progress than you thought you did. And hopefully you don't find yourself in the same boat where I'm at, where it's like, I'm almost honestly 4 years into this thing and kind of am like, feel like I'm at where I should be at year 1 or so, year 2 maybe. And I'm just not really at the point that I want to be, but it's kind of all my fault more or less because I wasn't consistent and I didn't stay on top of it. So if you want to guarantee you'll see results, the simple answer is just stay consistent. I know that's not a fun answer, and I know it's not the exciting answer, but it's the best answer that I think anybody could possibly give you is try the things that are going to help, the Dermaroll, the supplemental things, whether it's like an actual supplement or something like Dermaroll. Try all those things, see what works, but at the end of the day, what's going to guarantee you results is just staying consistent. So keep applying, keep going at it, whether you're new into the journey or you've been around for quite a while. Either way, I'm going to try to make, maybe a few more update videos, hopefully within the next 2 years, given my track record so far. So feel free to stay tuned, subscribe if you'd like, just kind of stay updated on my journey and where it goes. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this encourages you, and hopefully this kind of gives you a little bit of a brighter spirit, because maybe you're in the boat where I'm at, where it's like, I want to make more progress, but I'm not there. So hopefully this will help you out. So yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate you being here. Give the video a like, subscribe if you'd like to. And that would help too if you throw a comment. That way people see it, because I think a lot of people that are in the journey of Minoxidil probably need to hear something like this of stay consistent, just keep going at it. You'll make progress. I think it's an important message for a lot of people to hear. So my third time trying to end the video. Thanks. See ya. Bye.